guys, and in this video I'll be going and collecting nettles, and then I'll be turning those nettles, once I've dehydrated them in the oven, into a nettle infusion, or otherwise known as nettle tea. In the video I'll be talking about all the medicinal, yes, you heard me right, all the medicinal effects that nettles can give you and me. Thank you.
Okay, nettles are one of the most nutritious plants, herbs in nature. Anything nature has with the assets of nutrition is likely to be foraged by wildlife, local wildlife, that is. So the plant protects itself with trichomes. It's the trichomes that I'll show you closer up later that give you that awful sting, which are made up of acids, formic acid, oxalic acid, and histamines and neurotransmitters, believe it or not. You will find an abundant supply of nettles almost everywhere. In this case, it's where the road starts to go into fields, not far from me. A lot of the time you'll be successful by streams. Wherever there's a change in ecology and land, you will find stinging nettle. Now, if it wasn't for the trichomes or the stings, which are on the lower and upper part of the leaf, you wouldn't be able to pick nettles, because nature would completely eat the lot, and that would be problematic for us, wouldn't it? So if you can deal with the stings and you got some gloves on and a pair of scissors, you're going to harvest some great medicinal. If you look very closely at the video, you'll see the trichomes, and they are made of silica. They are sharper than any hypodermic needle ever made by man, and they will inject you with neurotransmitters, acetylcholine, serotonin, the feel-good neurotransmitter, although you won't be feeling good when you get stung, and histamine. So it's for this reason that nettles are associated with clearing up allergies like asthma, because of the histamine in the sting. The sting also contains acids, formic acid and oxalic acid. It's oxalic acid in oxalic acid crystals that gives rise to kidney stones. Now, nettles can also eradicate kidney stones and gallstones. Gallstones being formed in your liver and then blocking up your gallbladder. Once you've picked the nettles and got them back home, make sure there's no spiders and little insects in them. Lay them on a baking tray and put them in the oven for about 5 to 6 minutes on extremely low heat if you don't have a dehydrator. Dehydrate the nettles further, and then after about 5 to 7 minutes, take them out and put them in a Kilner jar, and you'll add boiling water to them. Most people don't realise that nettles contain 30% protein by weight, which is extremely high in biological proteins. The mineral content is also very high, with lots of trace minerals including zinc and normal minerals, potassium and magnesium being the mineral of energy, iron, great for the blood, calcium, everything that's grown in the ground, and potassium, which is great for your heart. Vitamin C, they're high in vitamin C. Most people don't realise that. There's everything that's grown in the ground that's green generally has vitamin C in it. Again, it's easily absorbed by your system, and B vitamins. So like I've always said, guys, if you got B vitamins and you got magnesium, you're going to produce lots more energy. Okay, that's the vitamins, minerals and the protein. There's also vitamin D2. Okay, so one of the great medicinal values of drinking nettle infusions or nettle tea, if you're a guy and you suffer with benign prostate hyperplasia, which is a fancy medical term for having an enlarged prostate. If you've got an enlarged prostate, you'll be up and down to the toilet all hours of the morning when you should be asleep and the body should be recovering itself. This is problematic for many men over 40 years of age because testosterone causes metabolites to bind to and increase the size of the prostate gland. The prostate gland then blocks the urethra and it stops the bladder from completely filling up with urine. One of the greatest ways to reverse BPH, benign prostate hyperplasia, is to drink nettles. I'll be doing another video on this one, guys, and I'll be comparing it with some other cures from nature as well. It's really interesting, but this really is fabulous for guys who suffer with an enlarged prostate before they go to the doctor and he puts them on another drug full of side effects. Once you've bottled the nettles, leave them 24 hours overnight and open them up the next day. Strain the nettles after 24 hours through a sieve. You'll separate the pulp of the nettles. Don't worry, there'll be no sting because you drop boiling hot water on the trichomes and dissolve them. You can use your hands like I am in the video. Do not throw the pulp of the nettles away when you've separated them into the bin. Throw the pulp of the nettles onto your best and favourite flower bed. Because nettles grow everywhere, they are in nature, nettles are nitrogen fixers. They make the earth just right for everything else to grow. So if you throw the nettles around your roses, the pulp of the nettles that we have here in the video, you will find your roses will just spurt out in growth from that day on. They really do fix the soil for you and impart nitrogen into the soil. Last but not least, chlorophyll. Chlorophyll is to plants as blood is to you. If you drink the blood of plants, you will be a clean machine. Because of the magnesium contained in chlorophyll, you will have amazing energy levels. And your kidneys and liver will be cleaner than ever before. Thank you for listening, guys. Watch out for more videos very soon.